Hi, and welcome to the Ask Dr. Angela show with everyone's favorite OBGYN, Dr. Angela Jones. Have you ever been just too embarrassed or shy to ask your own doctor a question about your, private stuff? Well, you have come to the right place to get straight answers. Feel free to ask Dr. Angela anything women's health related. OBGYN, she keeps it real. Pregnancy, she knows what you're expecting. Whole body health, just ask. Dr. Angela has you covered, girl. And now here is Dr. Angela.
Boom. This is Ask Dr. Angela, everyone's self-proclaimed favorite OBGYN, and I would like to officially welcome you to episode 29 of the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I am heading to a fall festival later on. I love fall festivals. Hot chocolate, hot apple cider, lots of cheesy table decorations that you can use as your centerpiece for Thanksgiving, bouncy houses, the whole thing. I'm super excited about the fall. And we enjoy fall because fall involves Thanksgiving, which is like my absolute favorite meal on the entire earth. I could have Thanksgiving like every day. Thanksgiving is just my absolute fave. And then right around the corner is Christmas with the decorations. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. But anyway, having said that, I hope that everyone is as chipper and energetic and excited as I am about the season, because 'tis the season to be joyful. Let's jump right into today's question, which is a goodie.
Hi, Dr. Angela. I was just wondering, what is your take on gender selection?
Oh my gosh. So gender selection, that's a really good question. And quite frankly, I don't really have any thoughts on it one way or the other. I know for me personally, when we decided to have our daughter, we were just going to be happy with whatever the good Lord gave us. I just wanted a happy, healthy baby. And, we had our daughter and we're just ecstatic. The reason that people do gender selection, they're numerous. It could certainly be cultural. Certainly it could have something to do with certain diseases or medical illnesses that are sex dominant, i.e. males are only affected by certain diseases or genetic or chromosomal abnormalities. So, it could be for sex-specific things as well. I always try to sit in the seat of non-judgment. And, people can just do whatever they want, whatever floats their boats. I know that sometimes folks who are on the con side of this argument talk about, well, you shouldn't play God. You should just let nature take its course, et cetera, et cetera. And that's fine. People have other reasons for wanting to select the sex of their child. Could be, they want to have that perfectly balanced family. Some people want both a boy and a girl. Or it could be just from a financial standpoint, trying to figure out what noun they are going to have to buy. I mean, if you have two girls, you can share clothes, hand-me-downs, etc. So I pretty much stay out of that. And, my job is to take care of the patient. By the time I get patients, they're already pregnant. I certainly have had experiences where I've seen couples that have said to me, well, we need to find out what the sex of this baby is now or immediately, because if it's a certain sex, then we're going to terminate the pregnancy. And again, sitting in the seat of non-judgment, which I do as a physician, you just have to let people decide and do whatever is going to be in their own best interest. And certainly you can't always know that. I do know that gender selection is not the cheapest thing in the world. But again, whatever floats people's boats. My job as the physician, specifically the OBGYN, is to make sure that I'm providing folks with current evidence-based standard of care practice and to be patient advocate and to give them the best medical care that I certainly can provide. So again, I always try to sit in the seat of non-judgment. Folks decide to do, they will decide to do. I hope you don't think that I'm straddling the fence on this issue. But again, that is really outside of the scope of what I typically do. And by the time I see people, they're pregnant. And again, people are allowed to do whatever people are going to do for whatever reason. So I hope that answers your question. My little girl always says, Mommy, you get what you get and you don't get upset. And I like that saying because that's kind of how my wife and I felt about our pregnancy. And, when we found out that we were having a girl and we were just elated. So again, I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for submitting your question. Even though you didn't state your name, I know that I can still reach out to you. Thank you for submitting your email, and we will reach out to you and send you one of our bomb-ass Ask Dr. Angela t-shirts. I really appreciate you all's continued support. The podcast is doing really amazing, and the outreach has been phenomenal, and the reception has just been really amazing. So, young lady, we'll be reaching out to you, someone from my team, and we'll get that t-shirt sent right over to you. For those of you who would like to have a question featured on the Ask Dr. Angela podcast, please go to www.askdrangela.com. That's AskDrangela.com. You're going to click on the microphone on the right-hand side of the page and just do what you do. In closing, I'd like to leave you with this. A Chinese proverb once said, "Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think." Until next time, look better, feel better, be better. I can't wait to connect on episode 30.
Thank you for listening to the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. For more information on women's health and the show notes for this episode, please visit Dr. Angela at www.askdrangela.com. While you're there, don't forget to leave your own message for Dr. Angela. See you soon! All of the information provided and discussed in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not take the place of consulting a physician. This podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases or illnesses and does not and should not replace treatment for a medical professional. Listening to and participating in this podcast does not create a doctor-patient relationship between you and Dr. Angela Jones. If you need medical advice or assistance, you should consult a physician. Listening to and participating in this podcast is subject to the terms and conditions posted at drangela.com/terms.